Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm a little bit miffed because I've already done a reading. Well, 32 minutes of a reading because it's 10:32. I came on at 10 o'clock on the dot. And I've just done a reading with 5 cards. It's like, don't you want me to share that reading? That was a bit of a deep reading. Okay. I'm going to give like a general outline of that reading though. We went really into detail. We were like Googling the meanings of the cards, okay? So maybe you can do that. The thing that I spoke about first was that I've been seeing the Ten of Swords. So we Googled what the Ten of Swords meant, okay? Which is feeling complete hopelessness. You're in a really bad situation. It was a masculine's energy. Then it came out with the Queen of Cups. And the definition of that, I found, was that this should be a loving wife, but actually she's a massive manipulator. Then it came out the Two of Swords with the Divine Feminine. We're a stalemate, okay? You might be caught up in the middle of this, because there is another feminine who's really pulling on the divine masculine's heartstrings, emotional manipulation, and making it very difficult. And then it came up, what came up next? Oh, Four of Cups, okay? And it said that the masculine was really meditating on these 3 cups in front of him. And that was his focus at the moment. He just really needed to look in another direction to see an answer to all his problems. But at the moment, the focus is on this manipulative Queen of Cups, who could be maybe bringing trouble to the Divine Feminine. You might be caught up in the middle. Then we had the Ten of Pentacles, which was the legacy. And it came out that the Divine Masculine, someone's going to be quite beneficial. The bottom of the deck that I did see, it wasn't the bottom of the deck, but at the beginning was, when I first started, it was Justice in reverse. So either the Divine Masculine could be coming out, someone's coming out of this not very well. And I feel it's a Divine Masculine because I did see the Ace of Pentacles, been seeing the Ace of Pentacles all the time, which means that you have to suffer a massive loss, okay, to face your fear regarding this, and then the abundance is delivered. So it only makes sense really that maybe the Divine Masculine might be kind of in the middle of losing everything. The Divine Feminine's kind of caught up in the middle, but you're not allowed to interfere, okay, with the Divine Masculine. He needs to sort this out himself. But it looks like the legacy's there, waiting for him with the Divine Feminine. The future looks bright, it said. And the legacy's there. What else? And the bottom of the deck was a hangman. And it spoke about that the hangman's always normally shown hung by his legs, his leg, apart from one certain card. And he's kind of hung by the neck. But it's a choice of, it was known as kind of corporal punishment, but this is more, the hangman has hung himself there. Okay, so taking himself out. We know to really, I want to say have a look at the prophecy. He's just really looking for answers at the minute. So, 31 minutes worth. And I was kind of like, how long have I been on for? And it's like, I'm not even recording, seriously. So, there's a snapshot. But we are going to actually have a look. Are we recording? Yes. Okay, we won't delve into that story then. We've got the Hierophants. So the Divine Masculines are being, you are being directed here. You are being divinely directed. Okay. It's important that you do meditate, go within, listen for your guidance. You need to be your own knight in shining armour. You need to save yourself. Okay, what are you charging away from? Marriage. I heard that. Could be commitment. You're actually charging, you're scared of commitment. But first of all is, you know that you need to leave a certain marriage, commitment. It's kind of done. You know you're going. You're just waiting for the go-ahead. I said, what are you know, rescuing yourself, being your own knight in shining armour. And what are you running away from? The commitment card, the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone actually in the physical, not that you're running away from commitment. You're just running away from a certain, you're getting the hell out of there from a certain commitment that you're in. Okay. You've got the legacy here. It's lined up underneath the Hierophant. So it's like what I was saying, your legacy is all lined up for you. As soon as you get yourself out of this toxic situation. It's very toxic, it's very manipulative. The feminine that I was picking up on was putting on the waterworks, really kind of using any guilt tactic. It was kind of like, I can't believe you're doing this, how can you leave? And then all the financial, I read a whole list of financial situations that you're going to have to deal with. Issues. Okay. But your foundations were not good. But there was good ones waiting for you. You got the High Priestess. Now we've gone to the feminine side. So it's kind of divided this. You've got the masculines running away from any commitments that they've got themselves into that they want to be released from. Divine's releasing them anyway. It's releasing them for this legacy. Then we've got the High Priestess, which is the Divine Feminine. Excuse me. I spoke that the Two of Swords come up. It was the only card in the reading previous that it was the Divine Feminine's energy. You may be at a stalemate, feel that you're at the feel like you're out of the stalemate. So news is coming in. You will be aware, okay, whether or not you're being caught up in the middle of something. But zero interference, okay, it's like it will be known. I believe it's definitely got something to do with this karmic partner maybe approaching you. You've got the Knight of Cups, so love is coming, okay, it's on its way. It's quite a nice little setup there, have a look. So you've got the authority here. You've got the masculines that are waiting. Here's the legacy. You've got one side here, the masculine charging away from, I don't feel from the legacy, I feel there's a little, that's what he's looking at, but he's kind of charging away from any other commitments. On this side, I was going to say on this side of the field, okay, you've got the Divine Feminine here, sitting very patiently, following her intuition, very balanced here. And then we have the masculine. It's like you can feel. The masculine's being sent in from the angels, look, upon angels' wings. Okay. We're going to work underneath this. Let's do it. Yeah, the masculine's leaving. He's leaving the circus. There's no more fooling around here for him. He knows what he's doing. Let's get another one. Long-term offer. He wants something. He wants a legacy, look. That's what he's looking at. He knows that if he wants it this lifetime, he's got to make some adjustments, some corrections. Again here, he's looking at the legacy. Looking at the High Priest here, the Hierophant, for direction. Okay. So this Knight of Pentacles again, he's underneath the King of Pentacles. It's looking at the legacy. Let's see what wants to line up with the legacy here. Okay, maybe we're not lining up. I think we might be carrying on with a story, but he definitely has okay, maybe passion for purpose. No, I think we are lining up with it. A passion for purpose has been creative. Because I felt like there was a hop, skip and a jump in his step here. He's off. It's underneath the... He's off. He's getting the hell out of there. He's off for his legacy, to his legacy. That king would send out that knight when he's certain. It's the slowest night, so this masculine is most definitely sure. Are you sure? He's sure. There's the legacy. That's all he desires here, look. A stable foundation, respect, growth, passion for purpose. We're seeking some sex as well. Feels a little bit deprived. Sorry, but it is that wand. He wants it all. Okay. And then we have the Divine Feminine here, and underneath has come out the Two of Pentacles, and I felt, just have patience. The Divine Masculine's balancing out his energy. I feel here he feels like he's been an idiot, but things are really choppy, and he's trying to really balance out this connection here, find his balance, and Two of Pentacles here. He's got the infinity symbol. He's got it in his hands now. Okay. We'll just straighten ourselves up. That's what he's doing. So I've seen the Ten of Swords, just whilst I was just shuffling, it just kept coming out. Maybe something's changed in that half-hour shift of that last reading, because that reading didn't want me, obviously, to focus on it too much, but we need to know the story. Okay, let's have a look at this Nine of Cups, because I feel here the masculine is doing this for love. He's not doing it out of fear, because that's what came up in the reading, was that yesterday it came through that the Divine Masculine was going to fight for love, and the day before it came up that some people fight not for love, but they fight from this place of fear. And that's what I felt this other feminine was doing. She was just holding on out of fear, not because of love. Let's have a look at what wants to come out underneath this Knight of Cups. Bringing in the balance. The Divine Masculine is being very much assisted, but he's doing this. He's balancing out his life. Okay, what's the bottom? I felt here, like the Divine Feminine maybe being at a stalemate, because there's a lot of areas the Divine Masculine maybe needs to apologise, maybe needs to express love. It's like he's got a list of corrections, because we've got here talking. Okay, so this could be contracts, could be talking about a divorce, settlement of, I don't really know, I didn't really have any of this kind of aggro when I separated from my husband, but there's a lot, and okay. So I feel the Divine Masculine is trying to explain something here to maybe a few people. And that's hard when you have to actually tell people that you split up. Yeah. Okay. And I feel that's why the Divine Feminine, you will know. You will find out, you will know. But until then, you may feel like you're in this stalemate, but something good is very much coming. I'm going to have to get a roomie, because what's coming through is like there's a delicious meal being made for you behind the scenes. Tasty. I've got an advert coming through and I don't even know. It must be obviously a British advert. It's like, tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. You're very tasty. Come on. Any of you Brits know that advert? Tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. You're very tasty. So very tasty. I don't even know if that's a tune. I've got the Enchanted map. Okay, good choice of cards. I'm going to clarify each row, because I believe this is all divinely orchestrated. There's a certain order. First of all, the Divine Masculine needs to get the hell out of where he is. Okay, he's got to leave. So let's have a look. Mountain. So I want to say this is about regarding leaving, how hard you make it for yourself. Let's have a look at this. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Okay, so as we can see here, he's leaving somewhere. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer. He's chiseling away here. Okay, so take note. You might not have to do this. You change. You change the story. That's all cards do. They kind of pre-warn you. It's up to you. Okay, so he's chiseling. Is he? Someone's telling him not to chisel. Look, he stopped. Let's read this. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is a time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So because there's manipulation that I've been picking up on that you haven't seen, but I have, okay, going on behind the scenes, it may not be as easy, okay, just to flow. You might have to chip away at this, chisel away at it. Okay. But if you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. I feel the masculine is out of there. I'm not sure. They're saying just to go with the flow, which is what we've been picking up on. The only way this legacy is going to come to you, this abundance, prosperity, is for you to allow it. Okay, so let's now look at this King of Pentacles who's looking at the legacy. Underneath is the Knight of Pentacles. That Mountain card is card number 6. It's like what route do you take to get to your bliss, your harmony? You've got storm fields. Card number 9. So you're going to need to be spiritually strong here. This too shall pass. My favourite quote. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release. Just a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive, rather they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. Now there's a few things. First of all, I just felt like this was a new dawn coming. Just with the colours. But what was coming through was something that I've spoken to other Divine Feminines about. And is because the next card that we come to, it's a sexual tension for one. And the frustration. And what's really coming through is that the Divine Masculine has this really strong urge to kind of unload sexually with the Divine Feminine. Kind of rough sex. Okay? Just to all this pent up energy. And I feel like it's a real pull for the masculine towards the feminines. He actually does want contact. He does want a release. And that was what I felt there. And we're coming on to this card now. Okay. Just like a complete surrender, like sexually, but quite aggressively, because so much has happened that it's just a force that wants to be released sexually with the divine feminine. Like I said, it's like he just wants to unload onto her. So let's have a look at this passion for purpose. So there's a purpose to this passion. Excuse me. It did say there that this would be beneficial. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. That wasn't the part. Okay. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. Okay, so don't be surprised, divine feminines, like within your own self-loving time, that you're not actually feeling your masculine, you know, come in with this release. Energetically, I want to say, it's kind of like a takeover. You'll know what I'm talking about if it's happened to you. Okay. Balancing act. Giving and taking here. Card number 11. Okay. When it happens to you, you do understand the meaning of it. You can kind of feel the release of their tension. You know why. It's not as in like an abusive way. It's just a release of tension. Balancing act. You are calm within, no matter the fluctuations of outer conditions. There are times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing. Now is the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused and level path. Okay. Now is the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. I'm just going to leave it here. It's like it's a ship that's coming in. It's on a bubble and there's little love hearts coming out of it. And the divine feminine's kind of pulling the string here. So I don't know, I felt like it was the divine feminine's like. First of all, I wondered if it was like the karmic energy because I felt like it was a pull along toy that you would have. And I felt like as you pulled it along by its string, all these love hearts come out. But I felt actually the divine masculine might feel like everyone's pulling on his heartstrings, including the divine feminine. But she's just like her ship's coming in a bubble. Reminds me of a message in a bottle, but there's no bottle. Normally you would see a ship, wouldn't you? Maybe a ship in a bottle. But it's a bubble here. We spoke about a message coming in. Message in a bottle. Sending out an SOS. So the divine masculine has the connection here. It's interesting seeing as that's what kind of the string is pulling. So she has the connection here, the divine masculine. He's balancing out. He understands he's got to kind of straighten up some things. And there's the feminine's intuition, which really just brings me again to this calling in the divine masculine. Let's have a look. Ride the wave. It's like what he's got to do here, look. Is he riding the wave? Maybe. $14. Right now, success is easy and effortless. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. I was going to say, it looks like he's on like his massive surfboard. Like for learners. The tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility, divine feminine, to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. That did clarify it in the last reading with the Ten of Pentacles coming up. I just realised it's here again. Okay. Let's have a look at this Knight of Cups with the balancing out, the balancing act. Okay, there's lots for the divine masculine to balance out. Not just things with the divine feminine, although that is obviously a top priority for the divine masculine. But there are other things as well. So let's pull a card and see what wants to come up for the Knight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Some apologies are needed to be given. I'm smiling because it's nice when you start to clear up like your own karma and you realise and you can apologise and you can explain yourself, your behaviour, situations. It's just so much easier to say sorry when you're at this point where you want to clear things up. And especially as we're in 2020, I know so many people that wanted to go into 2020 like with like this clear conscience, and you know, some didn't do the clearing up. Okay, they had good intentions, but they didn't have the follow through. We've got the magic stream. Okay, 18. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. That's when you can really start saying sorry and explaining yourself. You know the right thing to do, okay, when you've kind of evolved and you understand it all had meaning and it all led you to where you were going to, where you are going to, where you are. Life, like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, information, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. This is kind of getting on board with the prophecy, the legacy, the mission. Understanding that you're part of that, because at the moment we have a hell of a lot of divine feminines that are on mission and there's no counterparts, okay? There's no kind of divine masculines. Where are all the divine masculines? It's a collective awakening. It would be a knock-on effect. It would just take one and it would just ripple. Okay. It's like the story of the 100th monkey. Who's going to be the 100th monkey? Anyway. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck because I think it might clarify this. It spoke about the mountain with chiselling away. Oh, I clarified it itself, didn't I? Yes, I did. I done it first. Or did I? Strength, anyway. 44. We're going to read it. Your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. You can connect with the channel. Well, you can connect with the channel, but you can if you want to. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. Wow. I feel so proud for the Divine Masculines. You can do anything now. There's definitely been this leap. I don't know, this leap, this change. Hop, skip and jump. I don't know. It's changed. It's evolved very quickly. It's 4 minutes past 11. Okay. I'm not sure, guys. What are we going to be? I said I wanted to get a roomy message. Maybe I'll just get a roomy message to start with. Because I feel like I've been on for a long time and I feel like I've got to remember what readings want. So I feel like we're wrapping up, but I've only been on for like half an hour. The readings have been getting shorter, haven't they? Because the story's kind of like, it's all in the masculine's hands at the moment. A new gown, 18. Let's have a look at this new gown. How awesome would it be to go out and buy like a new ball gown, a new gown? This is really coming in, guys, with the connection, especially this energetic sexual connection between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I did read a comment the other day, I don't know if it was May that put it, I'm not sure who it was, but someone said about how they felt their Divine Masculine sleeping with them through the night. So I would say as you get closer to union, this is going to be a nightly occurrence, really. Okay, the energetic connection. Let's read this poem though. It says, weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness. Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honour was placed on my shoulders. love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed a chalice of eternal wine in my hand. Rumi. I have the perfect gift for you. It is a gown of new colours, of colours perfectly suited to you and no other. The colours of this gown will make your eyes sparkle and gleam, as though they were more beautiful than the most precious of gems. The colours of this new gown will make your skin seem luminous, as if lit from within, for of course it is, beautiful angel. Your complexion is radiant with the light of love. Your hair will shine with lustre, and your entire being will be complemented by this gown, as it enhances your beauty in all ways. So hold on no longer to that shabby, tattered cloak, so unworthy of you. Cast it off. Let me grace your shoulders now with this royal robe instead, that you may shine beautifully, as befits a royal child of divine parentage. All I can see here is the Hierophant. It's like they've given this new gown, look. I won't say to the feminines and the masculines, but... okay. Ah, beloved, if you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could imagine. Your heart would take wings and become so light your entire being would lift clean off the ground and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the Divine Mother's skies. Yet like a young one, so much younger than your years and wisdom warrant, you may hold on to your tattered robes as though they were a security blanket. Though you know it is time to let go, you may take pause and have a moment of doubt. You may wonder if the new robes will descend swiftly enough, or that without what you have known to cling on to, you will be left stark naked, exposed and vulnerable. These thoughts are not worthy of your status, but perhaps you are yet to realise you are one of the most sublime royal lineage. You are of the most sublime royal lineage, that you are worthy of a cloak of galaxies, a crown of stars, a body of sacred earth, and a voice of stirring music. You may be craning your neck to see who it is that can bestow permission upon you to receive a gift of such dignity. In whom is such authority vested, that you may no longer be as the beggar, asking for scraps and contenting yourself with stale crumbs. You may simply decide to shed that. Stand up to walk with your head held erect and with regal grace, and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. I said I wanted to get a Rumi because I felt there was a delicious meal coming. Okay, on Angel's wings here, on his helmet. Remember that your royal birth certificate is stamped in your heart. There is no authority required, no permission to be granted. You are what you are already and always have been thus. All that is required from you is to realise it. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realised in a way more potent than ever before. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening. You must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honour yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realisation. What a gift it is to cast aside belief in inferiority or superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path irrespective of what any other may think, whether they hold it in glory or derision. Who cares? Not you, nor I. Your royal heritage has been revealed, and in seeing the divinity within yourself, you become blessed to see it in all beings returning to the realization of royalty within. Crazed searching outside of the heart will come to an end. A simple golden path will be found, as though a river of molten gold flows from your heart back to the oceanic heart of the great beloved, where, united again, you finally ascend your throne and claim your divinity once and for always. This oracle comes with sacred guidance for you. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honoured. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. You are tapping into your inner dignity, and others may not know how to respond. Some will respond with love and acknowledgement, others with fear and judgment, calling you too big for your boots or high and mighty. Those are voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you thus, not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. Okay. Yesterday's video was called Embracement of Love, I believe. I think that's what I called it. Do you want the sacred honouring ritual? I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. Place your hands very lightly upon the top of your head. Say aloud, I cast aside lesser crowns. Open your hands up to the heavens and say aloud, I receive the royal gown descending through grace. Slowly and gently guide your hands down from over the top of your head, alongside your body, as though drawing a royal robe over your head. Allow your hands to gently touch the floor, as though the robe completely covers you. Sit comfortably and visualise or intend that the most beautiful gown of many colours surrounds you. You may or may not be aware of the colours. You may see layers of shimmering lights, stars, roses or more. You may hear the gown singing like a choir of angels, or gurgling as though it is a fountain of liquid gold. Let it be as it is for you, as subtle or powerful as it wishes to be. Whatever happens for you is perfect. When you are ready, simply open your eyes, place your hands in prayer position and bow your head. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. I had all the goosebumps going down my back as that gown was kind of going over the head and falling down. Anyway, I want to leave you on one last message. Well, I've got, you got this cards. Okay. Want a postcard from Spirit? The well-behaved rarely make history. Everyone you meet has something to teach you. Everyone. Whatever you are, be a good one. Impossible is just one person's opinion. Let's get a postcard from Spirit. You tell yourself that I'm possible. Okay. Let's end on a postcard from Spirit. With love. A swan on there. It is. Excuse me. Not sure if that's a hiccup or a burp. Okay, let's read the message and I'm getting off. Dearest Stu, Do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part, now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us, Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. Big so. Look at this pulling on the strings, guys. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.